Radio Show. I'm Mo.
I'm here.
In Atlanta.
We are. Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. Got the background back because we can actually get further away from the camera.
Yeah, fuck the audio.
Fuck the audio.
Nobody wants to hear your picks anyway.
Nobody wants to hear my picks because I'm awful.
That's right. I'm good. You can listen to me all day long.
You were good last year. You were good so far this year, and I am fading fast.
Yeah, you were going to stomp the lead. Instead, you fell on your face.
I'm falling on my face. Multimeters.com has a new form, and it's much more user-friendly.
It is. I spent some time today. Went in. People didn't like the copying and pasting of the teams, so I made it so that you just select the team you want, hit submit, and you're good to go.
Go to multimeters.com. Submit your picks. Fred Jackson last week, 10-3. Beat us both.
Yes.
He needs to email us our information, which I believe is the email address is in the new form.
It is. You can still contact us via the form with your email address.
But if Fred wants to send us information, we will send him a shirt. I have to send a few shirts out from the past couple weeks. We're going to feature 4 games this week. The first one involves your team, Philadelphia.
Yes.
Hosting Indy off of a bye.
Yes, Philly. As everybody knows, if you've watched the show before, Philly is undefeated under Andy Reid coming off a bye, 11-0. The only problem is against Indy, they have lost by an average of 27 points every time they played Indy. So that's not good. Still, I think the bye little deal is going to surpass the losing to Indy. Indy's not the same team they have been in the past. So give me Philly off the bye.
I watched the Monday night game last week, and I can't believe Indianapolis won because Peyton Manning was the only starter on the offense.
Yeah, they've lost a lot.
It was just like plug in the next high school player that wants to play. And they might have been basketball players because I heard a lot about how Indiana's all about basketball during a football broadcast because Jeff Gruden, John Gruden, he is awful. Awful. He wants to go down on Peyton Manning like you read about. It's absolutely...
I can see that because all he does is talk about Peyton Manning, how great
he's an architect, he's the greatest ever, whatever. He's not going to be this week. Philly's going to win. Miami traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore coming off a bye.
Again, another team coming off a bye. They've been very good this year. Miami, though, 4-0 on the road, 0-3 at home. So they are a very good road team, but still, Baltimore's well rested. Ed Reed back on the defense. He's had an extra week to practice. I like Baltimore at home.
I'm going to pick Baltimore at home, not because they're coming off a bye. I just think Miami, they might contend for a wild card this year, but I don't think they're ready to beat Baltimore. I think Baltimore is one of the premier teams. Your Super Bowl champion pick. They're going to lose to New England in the championship game. Tampa traveling here to Atlanta.
Yes.
And Tampa, as I predicted in the show that we could not put up, is 5-2 after 7 games, and I said it. I said it in that show.
I don't recall, but I don't have the tape to go back to.
I didn't know Tampa was still a team until they became 5-2. How the hell are they 5-2?
Well, this is the battle for the NFC South Division lead. Imagine that. Tampa against Atlanta in Week 8. Tampa is not going to end up this season better than 8-8. Atlanta is the best team in that division right now, so I will take Atlanta at home to beat Tampa.
I'm going to take Atlanta at home to beat Tampa because they're the home team. But the NFC is so weak, which was your theory last week on a couple picks. Tampa Bay is going to do better than 8-8. I think you're going to see them in the playoffs.
Just a quick aside, I did say that the NFC was so weak last week, and then to watch them come in and beat 2 AFC teams that were in our top 5 power rankings makes me have no idea what's going on this year.
I don't have any idea, as we can tell. But I have like a 14-game over 500 record.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
And it's not great when you're not including a spread, but...
No.
I feel like it's much worse. Kansas City, going into Oakland, Kansas City last week just stamped their dominance by dominating the top defense, the top team in the NFL in Buffalo, and squeaking out a 13-10 lead in a great game. What is this team? I mean, Buffalo is far and away the worst team across the board. Record in all stats, and it's 13-10 in overtime.
And not only was it in overtime, but it was the last very second of overtime they kicked the field goal away.
So we almost had a tie.
Oakland, coming back the last 2 weeks, they put up 92 points in their last 2 weeks. Jason Campbell hasn't scored 92 points as a quarterback in his entire career. He put up 92 points the last 2 weeks. I picked Oakland to go to playoffs. I wasn't high on my pick early on. I'm liking it now. This is a divisional matchup. I like the Raiders to come out on top and hold serve against Kansas City at home. They're actually favored this game, so it's not an upset, but I will take Oakland.
I am agreeing with you again, which I'm not sure. Is that every game?
Every game is the same.
Every game we agree. Oakland, I'm on board with Oakland. They're showing something right now. Kansas City started out hot. They're kind of fading a little bit. This is kind of a breaker week for both of them. Oakland wins this week. I agree with them winning the division.
Nice.
Because Denver is, they're pitiful.
They're not good.
San Diego's not good. So this might actually be the game that determines the AFC West early on. And so we're 4 alike. I have to come back. I didn't really make a stand this week, but hopefully our other weeks, maybe our other picks this week, maybe I'll gain a game or two and just slowly climb back up. But molemeers.com, go check out the new form. Fill out your picks, win yourself a T-shirt, and we will see you next week.
Have a good day.